Hey y'all, give us a minute. Give us a minute. We about to pop up real soon. He said, "Give us a minute."
Yeah, can y'all hear me? We good? Can y'all hear me out there? We good. We good. One, two, three, testing, testing, testing. Hey, somebody in the chat, let me know what's going on. Is we good? Is we good? Is we good or what? Bro, I can't. Can y'all say something? Somebody say something. Say something.
Yo, can you hear us?
I can hear y'all. That's what I'm saying. I can't know if y'all can talk a little bit so I'm not tweaking no more.
Oh yeah. I mean, I thought you was talking to the live, bro. We can definitely hear.
So, Mari, we good up there with you, Mari? You good, Alan?
I think Alan muted.
Yeah, I'm good now.
It's just Mari.
Man, all right, man.
Hey G, do you hear like an echo?
It might be my phone.
Service.
It might be my phone because I'm
Okay.
I'm trying to make sure that's shared out.
Okay.
Somebody's service is nervous, man.
That might be Mari's service and everything. Yeah, you good.
All right. Just keep y'all saying my shit kind of tweaking. Somebody saying shit. Y'all pausing. Down there so we can hear you. Everybody's stuff is freezing up right now.
I can tell mine had a fade.
Like from watching it on the phone and everything, you got everything up and all good, bro.
It look like G is stuck.
Yeah, G is definitely stuck. I don't think he heard me either.
Well, Jared say he can hear us.
Right. I see that Jared said. Mari dropped.
Chris Morgan might be listening on the low. I got something for his ass today, Chris Morgan. I'm through with him, man.
Oh, man.
I got some choice words for Chris Morgan today.
Oh yeah, I definitely want to hear that.
I'm good now.
It's coming in and out, G.
Yeah, you still kind of nervous over there.
I'm good.
Yeah,
that
now.
sounded better.
It rained over here, bro. This shit is messing up my service right now, bro. I don't know what's going on. It's the rain, man.
Yeah.
It's not me. It's the service. It rained real bad. So
Mari, you can hear us, Mari?
Yeah, I can hear everybody now.
good now?
All right.
It's in and out, but it's all right. Yeah, I can hear everybody now. I can hear DH and Allen like pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's G. G is going in and out a lot.
How about now? Am I good, y'all?
Right
Yeah.
there, you good.
I'm straight now.
Good.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I had to hook up with my other router, man. I had to go to my backup router, so I'm straight. We can get to it.
Yeah.
This shit fucking up. It don't never do this shit, bro. It don't never do this. Hey, I'm sorry to the 11 people in the chat, man. This ain't my fault, man.
There's God's work, bro. Don't worry about it.
Man, I don't know what's going on. Let me see that. I can click on that. I can click on that. Okay, it's working. Y'all just stay. So as long as I don't see nobody's circles messing up and shit, man, we good, bro. So I'm fluid now, y'all. I'm straight.
You fluid.
Yeah, for right now.
Definitely fluid.
Man, for right now, man, I'm gonna try to talk fast as a motherfucker right now, man. Hold on.
Please
Look,
do.
man, I don't know what's going on. It's me, G Walker, the CNG Podcast, Mario, the CNG Podcast, OG Allen, the CNG Podcast. Then we got my boy DH Money the Don pulling up, man. We gonna get to it, bro. Shout out to Darnell that pulled up in the chat, man. We got Jerry pulled up to the chat. Man, look, man, we gonna cook a little bit today, man. We gonna cook. We got Darnell Wright getting paid $116 million, $93 million guaranteed, bro. Damn near reset the market, y'all. Brian Poles paid his blue chip right tackle, OG. And I know how you feel about it, man. I know how you feel about Darnell Wright, bro, Mr. Pancake, man. And I'm in a good mood, man. I need my quarterback standing up on that right side, bro. I need my quarterback over there standing up, man. So I'm gonna let OG get it, man, and kick us off and how you feel about this deal. Then we'll go through Mari and we'll go to DH, man. We're gonna see how everybody doing.
Well, from the words of Ben Johnson said we run most of our plays to the right side. So that tells you a whole lot about Darnell Wright and his expectations going forward. That he's a pillar of the offense. It's Caleb Williams and Darnell Wright. That's where we at right now. As far as like blue chip talent. And he's well deserved, man. And like I said, I've been begging for this extension for the last 6 months, man. Like, pay that man, because he deserves it. And if that offensive line doesn't have Darnell Wright, we don't go to playoffs last year. He's just that good of a talent, and he exposes a lot of things on defenses. Grown men that he takes care of pretty easy. So, and he's still young. He's not even 26 yet. So he ain't even met his potential yet. So I'm waiting on him to make his move into being the best offensive lineman in football. That's his next level of achievement, and I believe he can do it.
Man, DH, man, how do you feel about this deal, man? I mean, this is one of the ones I know Ryan Poles couldn't wait to wake his ass up and sign this dude right here. You know, this is one of the ones, you know, y'all get off my ass, man. Like, get off my ass. I got us one, man. The 10th overall pick, bro. A lot of people want to Jalen Carter, man. And you can pretty much flip the side, you know what I'm saying, and all that good stuff, man. But how do you feel about this signing right here?
Man, it's about time, man. It's about time. We've been talking about it for maybe a good year and a half since he's really been able to step up and shut down that right side. It's just one of those things, like, it's happy to see. Like you said, you want to see this quarterback, you're a franchise quarterback, up and moving around. And once again, we run to the right side. Everything so far has been to the right side if you watch Ben Johnson. So it's just it's obvious. It's about time they sat there, they got it done. It was no hassle. Hey, I'm happy for that, man. Let's go out there and let's get some more playoff wins, man.
We got Jared saying someone got an echo, bro. It really might be me. I don't know what's going on my server today. Mari, man, this deal, bro, it was looking like this was right on time. Ryan Poles usually sign players right in the summertime. You know, this is what he do in September. I mean, August. He signed his guys in the offseason and the beginning of camp, man. So right on time, Ryan Poles does it again, bro. So what's your thoughts about this deal right here?
I think it's really interesting that Darnell Wright still took somewhat of a discount, because if DH, I know you probably know more of this like offhand than I do. Isn't he making around like 29 to like $30 million a year annually, like from this deal? So even with that, like, he's making similar money that Tyler Linderbaum is making. And how much more valuable is a tackle to a center, you know what I'm saying? I was expecting this deal reaching up to like 36, 37. So he's still like kind of underpaid for what he does. We're coming off all-pro season last year. And it just reiterates my trust into like Ryan Poles as far as like a negotiator and stuff like that. Like, even like looking back to like the deals with like Jalen Johnson, you know, $19 million a year for all Pro Bowl corner. That's, you know what I'm saying, pennies on the dollars when you see other dudes making $30 million that are around his age, you know what I'm saying? Even the DJ Moore deal, like, looking back on, it was really solid for what it's worth. For number one wide receiver to only be making like $22 million, that's really nice, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ryan Poles and the turning of the leaf when it comes to like contracts with this front office.
Yeah, so OG, man, just give us more of your thoughts on Darnell Wright, man, because he had to get paid, bro. Shout out to Jared right here. Jared says $29 million per year, annually per year for Wright, first among right tackles in the NFL. Shout out to my boy Jared Slime. Y'all know who that is. I'm coming through with the information. You know, Darnell Wright, man, he since he's gotten here, he's improved, man. You know, you got to give credit to OG. You got to give credit to Dan Roshar, man. So speaking on Dan Roshar, the leader of the offensive line, that was getting Darnell Wright, man, because he was young, bro. He was getting a lot of pre-snap penalties and false starts. So you got to give credit to the O-line coach, correct?
Yeah, Roshar came in. He gave him tough love at the beginning, you know, because you got to think about it. We're going to touch on that in a little bit about his previous coach. I don't want to say his damn name right now, but I'm going to get to it. But Roshar came in and kind of steadied his ship and sat down and really showed love to the young man. And he showed toughness towards him, because sometimes as young offensive linemen, sometimes they can be challenged verbally, sometimes that they need that, because it's a tough position being an offensive lineman. You can't really cater to them like you can sometimes with skill guys. Skilled guys sometimes need their hands held. But offensive linemen, that's not the way of the world. They build the offense, they build ships. Those are guys that go in there with the hard hats on and they belt loop tight, because those are the ones that peel the team, to make the team grow, is your offensive linemen. So you got to take care of those, and you got to stay on them and make sure that life is really complicated sometimes when we're trying to simplify things. Meaning, sometimes you got to tell him that if you don't do your job, none of this is going to work. And that's the truth. Like, if he lets a man get by him or he misses a block at the time, it don't matter what the hell we were going to run. It wasn't going to work. So I'm just going to say this about that, man. It's just the young man does everything right. Rochard came in and made sure that this young man took off as a talent. They brought in Ozzie. Ozzie's a right tackle, second round pick. That's a lot of damn motivation for Darnell Wright. What quiet is kept. They had plans for Ozzie. They had plans for him. So at the end of the day, man, he came in, showed himself to prove that I am the best right tackle in football, and now we don't have to worry about no replacement. We just got to keep putting that money in his bank account, because we already got our right tackle for the future.
Yeah, well said, OG, man. And I appreciate what you're saying. And we got shout out to the sponsors over at tallybrand.co.com. Shout out to my guy Rob over there. Hey Rob, man, and you guys are in here, man. Make sure you guys are posting and restreaming the live right now. Tally Brand, I appreciate it, Rob. If you can share this on Twitter, repost it. So Mari, man, Darnell Wright, man, he's the leader of that offensive line on that right side, besides Joe Tooney. So the fact that we got pretty much a Hall of Famer as a guard, and we pretty much probably going to have the number one right tackle heading into the season, Mari, how much confidence do you think that gives not only, Darnell Wright, but how much confidence that gives Caleb Williams, you know what I'm saying, knowing that his right tackle is secured for probably the next 5 years?
It just gives more freedom for what Caleb Williams does best. You know what I'm saying? I think like the move is basically patented right now, like that rolling to the right and throwing like off play and off script plays. So I think it gives Caleb Williams that confidence that he can continue with like his play style, like going forward for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think. Go ahead, OG.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, man. Just like you say, the play calling is very important, man. When we run those plays to the right side, and tradition, the right side is where most of your run plays go to anyway, because of the strong foot of the quarterback. And it's less trouble with the quarterback going to his opposite hand against the formation. So a lot of times, teams with right-hand quarterbacks run to the right side anyway, because it's a footwork thing. But in most technical things, that right tackle is the steamroller, the person that keeps things going on that offensive line. So to Mari's point, that play call is very advantageous with my guy Wright at the right side.
Yeah. So DH, what do you got about this whole the play calling going to the right side? It's a strong side. It just looked like we good, man. Like there's really nothing to overthink or overtalk about. It's cool to see one of Ryan Poe's guys get a contract extension that worked out the right way. You know what I mean? Kyler Gordon going down. Dario Bango, motivated Dario being hurt, man. So it's cool that we got somebody on this team. You give them the bread and they earn it, and he's standing up right. He's healthy. No, not on the injury report or anything like that. You know what I mean, DH?
I mean, yeah, the best way to say it is the fact that Monangai came out and said, I'm happy for him because nobody else deserves it more than this guy. Like, that speaks a lot. Your running back telling you a lot right there. If anybody go back and look at any type of highlight film, if you ever played any type of football, you know that you are going to run to that right side. They call the right side the A side for a reason, because you're going to go to that side. Most of the time, old position is called split back. They used to call it split back, where you had a fullback and a halfback. Your halfback was on your right side, and your fullback was going to come to that right side. So it's pretty much, it comes to that point where it tells you Darnell Wright was definitely gonna be re-signed or had that contract extension. And with Cal saying exactly what he said, nobody else deserves it more. It shows. It really shows. The pancake guy. That's exactly what he is. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we gonna keep it moving, man. If there's anything we want to get into the training camp aspect of this stuff, man, because if y'all want to get into the training camp part of it, man, Jordan Vandenberg has been out there being a menace. OG Jordan Vandenberg is out there being a menace to society right now. To anybody who's on the fringe of making this team, whether it's Gary Bradbury whooped his ass, threw him out the club. Whether it's the Vanilla Gorilla, look, whooped his ass. He couldn't pay for Parker, whooped him at practice. So we're starting to see, OG, that like what you were saying about Jordan Vandenberg, and just get the people to get your perspective on him, man, as far as his feet, his hands, his ability, and everything like that. Why do you think, OG, Jordan Vandenberg is having such a good time and a good practices in early camp right now? What do you think, OG?
Well, I mean, from what I've been hearing is it's more tenacity above anything. The coaches, I think one of his coaches said his motor's running hot. So he is like attacking the offensive line. You know, these are dog days for offensive linemen. The first couple of days of hitting, man, you get tired of hitting each other. You know what I'm saying? Pause, but you get tired of it. You know, so it just came to a pause today. Like one of them had to go on the ground. You know, and it was unfortunate. It was the big guy, the big offensive lineman. It just had to be that way. Maybe tomorrow will be the defensive line, but that just changes the whole concept of football practice today. I seen Montez Sweat really pumped after he threw him on the ground. So it's just a good feeling, man, to see a young guy take control of his position on the team, man. And G, you've been calling this guy being a starter, what? By week 6, 8?
Yeah.
And we might be week 1.
Yeah.
Because number 99, I'm not saying his name. He's not an entrenched player to me. So number 99 gotta watch out.
Yeah, cause you got Mari, man. You got guys like, we saw Mari that your boy got put on his ass at practice too. Your boy Luther Burton, man. He out there dancing, catching the ball on Tyreek, flexing, and you got Devin Bush over there looking at them. I'm gonna get this little mama. I'm gonna get his ass. I'm gonna get his ass. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get him. And that's what happened, man. Football happened, and Devin Bush had to represent, man. So, Mari, what do you think about we got a guy like Devin Bush setting the tone in the secondary, man? Somebody got to step up, be a leader, man, because Kobe Bryant went down, Kyler Gordon's not here, and we get our first flash, even though he hit his teammate, he knocked him out, you know what I'm saying? And it's a whole clip about Luther Burton. Like, I didn't see it coming. I didn't see anything. But just give me your thoughts on guys like, you know what, you're not just going to dance on us, bro, all practice long and just think you're going to just do this to us. And the defender stepped up, man. So what's your thoughts on that happened in practice, Mark?
Well, I think it's good for the overall benefit of this team, especially going forward to this regular season. If you don't think opposing defenses aren't going to be trying to, for lack of better words, hit the shit out the Chicago Bears, then you got another thing coming, because this has been the most hyped up team like in Bears history, probably. It's probably 1985. They post about Caleb Williams every day on the NFL Network and on the NFL Twitter page. Had NFL analysts talking about Luther Burden every day on First Take and whatnot. You got people talking about Roman Dudes. You got people talking about Coach Wesley. Defenses are going to try to hit these dudes and try to embarrass them and try to target them. You know what I'm saying? So it's good that Devin Bush is that tone. And from the many days we've been hearing about the defense getting torched and whatnot, it's good to hear that they're fighting back and they got some attitude about themselves. They're not just gonna sit down and lie down and let people score.
We're not gonna take it. We're not gonna take it. We're not gonna take it. Go ahead, Mark. My bad.
No, that was it, man. That's all.
I know you're on your phone. You kind of gotta, my bad. But you know what I mean, DA. Just this training camp right here, man. I'm seeing a lot, man. I'm seeing a lot from guys, man. It's been a bunch of stuff going on in training camp, bro. With one of the other notes, man, I got right here. Roshan got rep with the first team, but that's one of my cut candidates. I really don't know what if that means anything. The defense won in practice, man. Then I heard that I saw a video clip of Jalen Johnson getting an interception, not an interception, but a pass breakup on Cole Kmet. I mean Colston Loveland. Because we seen, Maureen, you explained this very well about how we was on a TikTok and people were saying like Jalen Johnson's getting burnt. We had a whole conversation about if Jalen Johnson going to get paid if he's the number one corner. But people are picking on Jalen Johnson for a one-on-one rep because he couldn't recover quick enough, which is fair. But then you see another clip of Jalen Johnson getting the pass breakup of what many people think DH is going to be a top 3 tight end in the NFL this season. So what do you got to say about people that's overhyping clips and determining if a guy's worth getting paid and all that stuff, especially for a guy like Jalen Johnson, bro? Our number one corner.
Man,
all I OG in a second. I know he got something to say.
all I can say about that is y'all tripping over practice. We talking about training camp and practice. Like, relax on that, y'all. Relax. They supposed to sit here and give it their best and show like, all right, look, this is where we're gonna be. But at the end of the day, they not showing 100% of anything. It's one-on-ones. Relax.
Yeah, relax, OG. Now here it comes, man. You not a if you don't know DH, this is your first time getting over Allen. He can't stand Jalen Johnson, bro. So LG. I know you saw the clip when Jalen got burnt, bro. What was your thought when you saw Jalen Johnson get burnt? Well, go ahead, man. Floor is yours.
When I seen Khalid Raymond give him that in and out move at that 5-yard barrier at 31 years old, I might add, and went up the scene, I said, we're doomed. We're doomed at number one wideout. That ain't even Khalid Raymond's game. He's a slot receiver. And he hit him with an in and out. No safety help. He's supposed to be the best corner. Let him tell it in the NFL. But he ended up watching his jersey, knowing the name of him. He knew his name going into the zone. That's basically what I said. So I'm a Tyrese Stevenson guy because Tyrese Stevenson he always takes the blame for everything, which he deserves sometimes. But that dude never quits. He always plays hard. He dumb stuff sometimes. So Jalen Johnson is a guy. He thinks he's better with it, but at corner, he's got to have that mentality. But I see you and Chase a lot as a corner. Great cornerbacks don't play Chase all the time. Their technique doesn't allow you to get in front of them all the time. He stay getting stacked all the time. So I'm not going to let him get off the hook with his poor technique. Every time I turn around, his hands are below his knees when his hands should be up on James. His damn hands are below his knees. And that's why everybody gets off of him on one-on-one coverage. Because he has poor technique. And then now, when we got safeties that's going to come in those cover twos, like that play with Raymond, I'm pretty sure he'll have safety help. But he's not a guy that's going to chase somebody across the formation and be one-on-one. He's not that guy.
Mari, man, I know you want to go ahead. This is what Mari does, man. He's the devil's advocate guy of the CNG podcast. So Mari, do your thing, man. Be devil's advocate to JJ, man, because you got some people that's like OG is like they over it, man. Then you got people like me that's me and you that's a little bit optimistic, and we're not going to overreact. So Mari, where do you land on this whole situation with Jalen Johnson, man?
I mean, there's a reason why one-on-ones are done at the beginning of practice and not at the end of practice. Basically, it's just supposed to bring out the competition between the offense and the defense. You know what I'm saying, man? How often is Jalen Johnson going to be one-on-one with a dude like Khalif Raymond without safety up over the top? That's why I'm not putting much stock in a clip like that or whatever. Jalen Johnson has shown through the 7-on-7 drill, even with the 11-on-11 drills, that he's still a top dog and is still a top dog cornerback, and he's even from coaches saying that they think that he has another all-pro season geared up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried whatsoever.
Yeah. And I'm gonna get my take on it, man. OG, man, he has been a Jalen Johnson cheerleader for a long time, bro. OG don't think he's worth 20 million. I'm gonna say this, man. Jalen Johnson, he gonna prove it here, man. He said it on his own press conference. I gotta prove it. So, in order for Jalen Johnson to be on his team, bro, he's gonna have a great season. And the next season, he's gonna have to be anywhere between a Pro Bowler or All-Pro second team. Anything less than an All-Pro second team or Pro Bowl, he's not gonna get paid. I don't want to overpay for Jalen Johnson, but I do, Allen, want that number one cornerback position solidified as we enter our winning era, like I keep saying. Like, I want all the positions that need to be either you cover one side of the field, either the offensive line you on the right side, like Darnell Wright, either you Joe Tooney and you the guard helping the left tackle, or you Caleb Wood. I need my number one corner position solidified before we get into these real football games that we got one guy that could take that one side of the field away. So I think he's on the I think he can do it.
That guy.
Go ahead, OG. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying to the chat and to the congregation, we don't have that guy on the team. So, I'm just gonna be honest. I mean, I'm not gonna sit and blow smoke about that. We don't have a guy that can take away one side of the field. We don't have that guy. Now, my safeties, I love my safeties, even though my guy Kobe Bryant went down. But my corners, it just we still got some work to do, man. We got some work to do. And James Johnson, I mean, he is what he is. You know what I'm saying? He's Chicago Bear. He's gonna be good, but he's the number 2 corner, man. On another team, he'll be a number 2 corner.
Well, shout out to my man Cream Sleep who said he'd be at camp tomorrow. Shout out to Cream. I saw you with the pictures, man. I saw you with the picture with George McCaskey, man. I saw you out there, Cream. Tomorrow, let me know if you want me to look for anything. So, Cream, what up, man? I know what I want you to look for. I want you to look for Jordan Vandenberg whooping people's ass again. I told people that's one of my favorite watches of training camp. Him and Austin Booker, man. I think going forward, Cream, Mari and DH and OG, I think those are the guys who are the future of the D-line. Booker and Jordan Vandenberg are the future, man. So, Cream, I want you to watch. See if you can get some clips and some videos of Jordan Vandenberg and Austin Booker. And share the live for me, Cream. Appreciate if you can share the live, repost the stream. So, anybody got anything, DH, what you want Cream Sleeve to look forward to next tomorrow at camp? What you got for Cream Sleeve?
Well, I'm saying, they just took TJ off of the PUP list. So I want to see what TJ over there doing, what he really working on and things.
Okay, so you got TJ Edwards, Jordan Vandenberg, Austin Booker. So OG, what you want Cream to look at tomorrow when he has practice, OG Allen?
Man, I want to know what the linemen doing. I think the linebacker position is pretty good. TJ, Bush, and Jackson, that's a solid linebacker core, man. A lot of violence in that linebacker core. Then my boy Jackie Sandboy. Jackie Sandboy. So I know I'm cool in linebacker. You don't worry about the LB position. We good there. But right now, man, and the safety play, man, the rookie too, Cream. The rookie, man, it's been real quiet. The rookie, man, it's been real quiet up there. The channels, the airwaves are playing, but I don't know if he's getting worked on up there or not. But I want to see.
Yeah, and shout out to Cream and Mar. We're gonna go to you and Cream. We got Jared saying he look for Rome for Jared. He has in the Rome and Doomsday agenda he's been pushing, man. So you got Rome, we got Dylan Thieneman and Cream Sleep, we got TJ Edwards, and we got Jordan Vandenberg and Austin Booker. So Mari, man, let Cream Sleeve know what you want to look at for tomorrow, man.
I'm interested to see how the offensive line is now, especially with Braxton Jones. I've been hearing mixed reviews about Braxton Jones and Willis or Jedrick Wills and Kieran Almagaji. So I'll be interested to see how that left tackle position is shaping up.
Yeah, so anybody got any final thoughts before we move on to the next portion of our show, man? The next portion of our show is going to kick off. My final thoughts on Darnell Wright, man, is well-deserved, well-earned. I want to see my big fella. He's so athletic, OG, and everybody. He can do cartwheels. He can do flips. He can shoot threes. Darnell Wright is a freak of nature, man, a freak athlete, man, that can do a lot of things. So congratulations to Darnell Wright on getting an extension that you well deserved, man. What's your final thoughts on Darnell Wright and the extension, DH, before we get to the next portion of the show?
Yeah, man. So everybody knows usually when people get their contract extensions and things, you got that 50-50. Will they succeed or will they plummet? I'm just hoping that now that he got it, he just continue to work hard and put in that work, show us that 93 mil guaranteed is worth it, man. Continue to show us that it's worth it.
Yeah, I love that, man. Oh, Mari, what's your final thoughts on Darnell Wright, man? Before we move on.
Congratulations on the extension and appreciation for the hometown discount too. And just forecast in the future and whatnot. Hopefully, Poles they work the same magic with Caleb Williams extension.
Yeah. We got Scrolls 91.97. We overpaid for Darnell Wright. That is not true, bro. How do you overpay for a guy that's a top 5, top 6 offensive lineman, bro, at the right tackle, bro? How do we overpay? If anybody want to dispute this or go at this, man, you guys can, man, before we move on. Shout out to the Scrolls 91.
Everybody's entitled to an opinion. Even dumb opinions.
Even dumb opinions.
Exactly.
All right, man. Let's move on to the next phase of the show, man. Guaranteed $93 million to any old lineman is wild, bro. How?
Second team All Pro, any old lineman?
We could just find Darnell Wright just hanging off the tree. We could just get Darnell Wrights everywhere. They sell them in at Walmart apparently.
Yeah, shout out to Slime saying it's not true if it's possible to overpay an All-Pro. He's not even the top right tackle in the NFL. He's close to it. He's the top right tackle on our team. He's the number 1 right tackle on our team. And that's all that matters. That's all that matters, Scrolls. That's all that matters, bro. All right, man. Let's get into the next part of the show, man. We're going to get into something I came up with a little while ago, man. I've been wanting to do this, man. I think it's that time, y'all. It's that time, man. Chicago Bears. Who's hot? Who's cold? Training camp edition. Let's get to it. People in the chat, we're going to get to it, man. You know, I looked this up, and I was just looking around and trying to get information. So these are the guys that's having a good camp right now. Mari and OG and DA. DeAndre Swift. As much shit people talked about him, and he's going to get cut, and he's not going to be on the team. Ben Johnson said he's one of the most important parts of this team. He's vital to the team. Khalif Raymond, OG. He's having a hot camp. Are you surprised that Khalif Raymond is having a good camp?
No, he's a veteran. He's a wild veteran. No, I'm not surprised. He's been with Ben before, so this is a walk in the park for him.
Yeah.
You know, and he's a solid wide receiver, man. He's a quality depth piece, man. I mean, and then he's good for the young guy. Because DJ Moore, man, you know, quiet as kept, man. Them young receivers really looked up to DJ Moore, man. You know, we got on him sometimes about stuff, but he earned my respect a lot of times by the way he was taking those hits and stuff like that, getting up. And he had to go to the hospital, back on the practice field on Tuesday. He's a different guy, man. So you got to respect tough guys. And I believe Khalif Raymond comes from that same ilk, man. Like, he's just an older, tough guy. Don't take no stuff. He makes sure them young guys do what they're supposed to on and off the field. So you need guys like that to keep your locker room tight.
Yeah. We got Slime in the chat saying DJ was Iron Man for us, never miss a game. Yeah, GH. As much as the fan base want to get on, you know, DJ Moore, he never missed a game, bro. He never missed a game. He was always available to play. You know, it's just that everything else wasn't always good with DJ Moore, man. Route running, attitude, being moody. You know, him being he had probably a little bit more negatives than he had positives as an overall number 1 wide receiver. Because OG, when you look at a number 1 wide receiver, it's not just catching the football all the time, right?
It's not.
Seeing that number 1 wide receiver that we think in the fan base that DJ Moore just wasn't doing all the time, OG.
Well, I think sometimes him and Caleb wasn't on the same page sometimes, man. I think that's what it kind of came down to. Because DJ Moore is I would say, a solid 1, but probably a hell of a 2. But He's great at running underneath routes and running with the football after the catch. He's a yak guy. And I don't think Caleb is one of those quarterbacks that he's an on-time thrower. That's not saying he's not a great quarterback, but all quarterbacks are not on-time throwers. When you got on-time throwers and you're in West Coast offenses, those are offenses DJ Moore need to be in, where the ball's going to be out at a certain kick. Caleb's not going to throw the ball on time. Caleb, just like the young man Thomas said the other day, he thought he was throwing the football to him, and he looked at him and threw it the other way. And he was like, damn, he just hit wrong on a rope against the body for 60 yards. He threw a damn low little pad for 60 yards. So that's the thing about Caleb. He is an outlier.
Yeah.
So you don't that dude but once every blue moon, because they don't teach kids that type of football. That everybody trying to coach football. Well, I can say coach football out of, but they're trying to coach that version of a quarterback out of them by the time they get to college. But he's kept that fun, that childlike skill that he's had at Pop Warner, and he's kept it as a pro, and it just looks so good because he does. And he makes it look so accurate. So I don't want to trade his skills for that, but DJ just wasn't a great fit for Caleb. Now he'll be a good fit in Buffalo because Allen is an on-time quarterback. He believes in throwing the ball on time. And if not, he'll get out the pocket. But most of the time, he's one of those type of guys. I think DJ gonna do well in Buffalo.
Yeah. We got the Scrolls saying, shout out to the Scrolls. Like I said, DJ was one of the worst route receiving number one in the NFL. Yes, he was. He said DJ was a diva who was a distraction and hindrance to Caleb's growth. I agree. And we got Jared, we got Slime saying Ben said he doesn't want to coach the Superman out of Caleb. So
right,
man, and that's basically what OG was saying. Like, you can't coach that out of him because you put him in a position where he's just like the rest of the NFL quarterbacks. And we've seen Mark, he's not like the rest of the NFL quarterbacks. The best compliment I heard from about Caleb Williams in that top 10, and they didn't say this about the other 9 in front of him. He said he's the hardest one to scheme and coach against. That's the biggest compliment you can give a quarterback. So Mark, you know, just his ability to be undamn near, you can't scheme for him. How do you think that just doesn't work in the realm of a DJ Moore, like Alan was saying? Like, it don't work with the way that the way the quarterback and that Caleb Williams plays.
I just think that them on a personal level, the vibe didn't connect, and so you seen the results of that on the football field. Like, if you look back even to this summer, right? You got Roma Doomsday, Luther Burden, Jade Walker, Davion Thomas, all those dudes, all these young dudes meet up in USC and hanging out and working through Ben's offense and stuff like that, working on chemistry. You never seen nothing like that with DJ Moore and Caleb Williams. And it might just be because DJ Moore is 30 years old and Caleb Williams is 23. That's why if you look and see the clips with DJ Moore and Josh Allen, it looks like, oh my God, these dudes are in sync. Josh Allen is hitting DJ Moore in triple coverage and stuff like that. They're both like 30 years old. They're both around the same age range. So the vibe off the field is matching off the field and is bleeding over to the product on the field. You know what I'm saying? It just might be these dudes just couldn't work together.
Yeah, I think you know me, Mark. One of my biggest things I pay attention to sports, anything is personality, and I think that shit can ruin a franchise or an organization. If your guys that your top guys and their personalities don't match, it's an issue, man. You can probably score 2 touchdowns a game or average 40 a game, but if your personality does not match the team, man, you tearing everybody down, man. People looking at you as a leader, it don't fit, man. It just don't fit. So, we got Scrolls. Appreciate Scrolls for the comments, man. That really helps the algorithm and helps us with the show and elevates it with the content. He says, "No, DJ just thinks the white man Let's go. We ain't gonna do all that, Scrolls. We ain't gonna get into that." You got it sealed, bro. Go ahead, DH. What you got for that, DH?
Whoa. Because, man, honestly, I got to go with Mario on this one, man. It's just that age difference. And that's something that you see just period. That's life. You don't see 32-year-olds, 31-year-olds hanging out with 23-year-olds like that. Yeah, it's a totally different vibe. And that showed out on the field as well. Like even now, like you said, you got the young guys, they showing up at UIC, they practicing together, they hanging out with each other outside of the field and things. And you actually could catch them at a couple of games. And some of them was at the Cubs games, and you catch them there. They're doing that as a togetherness, a wide receiver group togetherness and things like that. You wasn't seeing DJ out there doing that and
You
things. And
was
that's just
yeah.
no, that's just something exactly like Marvin was saying. It's a different vibe, man. DJ, he was showing up to practice, show up to the game, and I'm coming in to put in the work that I paid to do. I'm not doing nothing else other than that. And I mean, it's no shade on him on that because he definitely came through on a lot of games that we needed him to come through on. And then there was some other games where it was like, man, where's DJ at? So can't is everybody can't have a 100% perfect game, and everybody can't have that 100% uh togetherness with your quarterback unless you put that work in with it. And that's just one of the things that DJ wasn't doing with him.
Yeah, man, I agree, man. I totally agree with that. I just think that it was time to move on, man. But I want to get into some of these camp notes as far as who's hot and who's cold. Um,
I just wanted to say real quick too, even to like expound upon that point, DH.
you
You gotta
talking
think
about that
about it too.
transfer
DJ
that
Moore is
the center of the team, OG. So, just what's been your thoughts on Garrett Bradbury so far early in camp, as far as him having the lead for the center position right now, man, in camp, Alan?
Hey, hold on, G. Amari right in the middle saying something.
oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, it cut out a little bit. Uh, I was basically saying DJ Moore is married with like two kids. Caleb Williams is 23, that's living a single life. I doubt that they vibe and stuff like that. You're not gonna hang out with your married friends after
Yeah.
work and stuff like that. So yeah, it just wasn't there.
Well, how does
Okay.
but how does that correlate on the football field? Like you being single and me being married, the main goal is the main goal, which is football. So I don't think it was necessarily about outside stuff. I think it was that it was coming down to he wasn't a leader, bro. He wasn't a leader.
I
He
mean,
wasn't a leader, DH, like Keenan Allen was the leader when he first got here, and how he was. He showed up to Caleb's pro day at USC. You know what I'm saying? It's just a difference in personality, man.
but
And then
that's
sometimes
also
go ahead, go ahead.
that's also Keenan Allen doing that. That's Keenan Allen showing that excitement, like, hey, this is my quarterback that I'm gonna be playing with and things. You ask how does that translate into the field? It's like, say for instance, you and me, we out here and we with Mari, and we know what Mari's gonna do. And now I'm using this because Mari, I know that you're younger than us. We know what Mari's gonna do.
Yeah.
So taking that onto the field, like, all right, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna talk about something to do with football. It's not just gonna be sit there, oh, we hanging out and we having fun, da da da. Some type of football stories or analogies is gonna come up or something like that, and that's gonna lead on to that football field where it goes like, all right, let me focus in on what DJ's doing a little bit more. DJ makes the cut like this. DJ does this, or he knows how to take this route up a little bit more. You start staying focused into knowing what your players is gonna do. If y'all don't have that vibe outside of the field, it's just like, all right, it's just another one of my teammates type thing.
I agree with y'all, man. Everybody made good points, man. I just think that it was time for DJ Moore to real. We're gonna wrap it up. Now my final thoughts of it is the wide receiver room is growing. Luka look like he could be a number one wide receiver. Rome still look like he could be a number one wide receiver. Coastal Lovin looking like he's gonna be able to break all Mike Dickens records soon. He's gonna be up there with Gonzalez. So it really was no point to keep DJ Moore, man. He needed to go to a place where he can get the ball the way he's used to getting the ball. He wasn't going to get the ball here like that with the Chicago Bears, the way that Ben Johnson's run his team, and the way that Coach Love like the primary target in general. So your catches is going to drop and everything like that. So DJ went to a place where he can be the number one Wide receiver, at least on paper, and we got a second round pick for DJ Moore. So everything worked out, man. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? But I want to get into something, OG, and I'm gonna let you guys pick which guy you want to talk about in this who's hot, who's cold. So we got DeAndre Swift, Khalif Raymond, Gary Bradbury, Ruben Hippolyte. On the cold side, we got Calvin Nunn, Braxton Jones, and Logan Jones. So OG, man, pick whoever you want to talk about, bro. Hot or cold? Which ones you want to get into?
Well, I'm gonna start off with Logan Jones. That's my cold. I heard he had a rough day at the office the other day. They were saying I got Vandenberg was giving him a hard time, man.
Giving him the blues.
So, yeah, get him the blues. Like, and so that's what I was saying a couple weeks ago, man. Like, Logan Jones was a great offensive player in Iowa at the Big Ten, but the NFL, man, them defensive linemen are a little bit different. They're different. So, and you know, he's gonna have to learn how to block on a professional level because you're not gonna hit those same guys in those spaces. Certain linemen are not gonna be where you're being coached for them to be in. You're trying to move men, grown men that don't want to be moved. That's a tougher job in sports. You got to move people that don't want to be moved. And as a center, you have to move people because your job is to get people out of that A gap and the B gap. And those are our main, especially in duo block. So a lot of plays that we do are like duo blocking. And you as a center, you got to be able to take on your man, hold him for the guard, then get on to the linebacker. That takes talent. Garrett Bradbury has an understanding of what needs to be done as a center in the NFL. He's a 6-year, 7-year-old vet. But that's why I think Logan Jones right now, he just needs to focus. And right now he's cold because he's learning the game. And it's going to take a little bit playing center.
Man, I love it. So we're gonna pass the mic to my boy DH Don Money that on here. Hot and cold, man. You see the list, man. Who you want to go with, bro? Hot or cold? Who you picking, bro?
You know, it's crazy, Alan. They sat here and went with this Garrett, Bradbury, and Logan Jones because that was the first thing that I was thinking. Because I got my boy Mari down here. Me and Mari, we talked about this multiple times and things, but when it comes to the center, I don't think that is necessarily that Logan Jones is necessarily cold. Like Alan said, he's got to do a lot of learning. It's a big difference from going, these guys are gonna shoot this gap because they coach is telling them you supposed to be here, you supposed to be there, go get this, go get that. When you're in the NFL, it's totally different. You got these guys that's doing twists. They what is it? Actually disguising the blitz, disguising the zone, and you got to know, like you said, you got to know when once you get this duo block, your guard is coming here, your guard got him, all right, now go off to that second level. Exactly right there. That hit it on that point. With Garrett Bradbury having so many years in the NFL already, he could get to the line and already have it in his head. This is how I'm taking this block here. It should possibly take this guy maybe 4 or 5 seconds to get up there to me. By the time this running back is on my hip, I should be on this linebacker, or I should be on the next guy that's coming into this gap. It's different when you in college making that transition. In college, it's not that. In college, it's just guys running to wherever that ball is. That coach say, shoot this A gap and go here. 9 times out of 10, they gonna shoot the A gap and just run after where the ball is. And they line up where they supposed to be shooting at. That's not what the NFL is doing. The NFL is not doing that. The NFL,
you got more than one assignment, bro.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I wanted to go with that one. But I don't think Logan Jones is necessarily having a cold moment. He's just having a learning moment in this training camp. That's all it is.
You know who having a cold moment? Braxton Jones. How the hell is Braxton Jones having a cold moment, bro? This lets me know how trash this man is as a left tackle, bro. He's been working with Terrion Arnold, getting stronger, man. He's been doing this. Mari, man, Give me the reasons why Braxton Jones could be having a cold training camp so far. Who the hell is whooping his ass on the defensive line, bro, right now? What's going on with Braxton Jones, bro?
Just similar points to what DA made about Logan Jones. I don't think Braxton Jones is necessarily having a cold training camp. I just think that the constant rotation between him, Karan, and Jedrick Wills, it's just we got to sub you out because I got to see what the other two dudes look like. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I feel more comfortable with Braxton Jones being my starting left tackle because he's had a year to maturate and understand the offense versus a Jedrick Wills or a Karan Magaji. Karan, I just think is trash, but you gotta rotate the dudes because you never know. This week it might be Braxton Jones. Next week it might be Jedrick Wills. Next week it might be Karan. You gotta evaluate to see what you got because you want the best possible dude protecting your quarterback's blind side.
Okay, so Marvin, with that being said, good take. So pick on the list, man. Give me some hots, man. Give me some colds, man. Who you want to talk about that's probably hot right now on this list?
DeAndre Swift, of course, man. I've said this.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. DeAndre Swift.
Okay.
Mostly because I've said time and time again, I think he's a top 10 running back. I can name about 9 guys that I want above him, but I can't think of like 10 to 15 that I put over DeAndre Swift, man. I think, and he's going to have probably another career year, back-to-back career years this upcoming season.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm looking at a guy like Ruben Hipper, like OG. I'm looking at a guy like Ruben Hipper. I know, Keyshawn Elliott is down, and Noah Sewell is down, and TJ Edwards just came back. But when we was looking at, Ruben Hipper, like you guys, he was fast, man. He was one of the fastest people on the field. So the fact that he's hot right now, he's taking advantage of his opportunity because guys are not in front of him. So do you think that it's a product of guys are not there, so he's getting seen, or do you think he's just really playing well right now? You got to go with what you got because they said he having a good camp so far.
Well, G, to answer that point, I think a lot of Ruben's ability to do well is this is second season in his defense. And he came out of Maryland, man, which I felt like when we got him in the 4th round, that was a major reach. I thought we could probably got him in the 6th or the 7th. So I think he played a little bit above his weight class last year. He's really fast. But at Maryland, that defense was more read and react. So linebackers that play read and react, they don't do a lot of messing around with linemen. When he gets to the NFL, linemen were putting hands on him, and he didn't know how to adjust to it. So now this year, he understands the defense, and now he knows these points of the offenses that where he's got to be at. Because when you think of linebackers, you got to think of them like Equalizer. Like Denzel in the movie Equalizer. They got to hit that watch, and they got to understand, I got 2 seconds to get that dude on the ground.
Right.
By any means necessary. I got to get to the football really fast. And in that moment, you got to take on a center. You might have to take on a left tackle that's long blocking and kind of seal off the edge. And then you might have to take on a tight end just to make a tackle on the play. So that's a lot to digest as a linebacker. So I would say, man, in Ruben Hipper, I think the second year in the defense have really helped him as far as his development because he has a ton of talent as far as athletic ability. He jumps off the page.
Yeah, man, I agree, man. It's just I think that the guy that I'm most impressed with off the hot list, man, it might have to be Khalif Raymond. Like the fact that he's good as advertised so far. And showing he got leadership abilities, and telling Caleb, "Hey man, everybody looking at you." Then you see a clip of him beat Jalen Johnson on a pass. He just catching the ball. He looks fast, like he be a leader. So I think Khalif Raymond, because there's been a lot of talk, man, about who's going to be the number 3 wide receiver on the team. I think the more we get into camp and I see stuff like this, it looks like it's going to be Khalif, man. I think it's going to be Khalif at that number 3 wide receiver. And I think he's going to get that captain on his chest, man. I think we're going to have our first wide receiver in the Ben Johnson era to get the captain on their chest, man. So that's who my hot man. I like Khalif. I like Gary Bradbury, man. I'm comfortable with the guy, and Mark, we go back and forth about it. Like, yeah, we want the young guy to take it, but we come in here and we see that Gary Bradbury is performing better as a veteran coming off the New England Patriots with a Super Bowl appearance and no sacks. It's almost not surprising. It's almost not surprising that Logan Jones could be having a cold camp. You know what I mean? And Cal Monunga, we didn't speak on that. And I think the only reason why he's having a cold camp is because he's been hurt and been injured. You know what I'm saying, Mark?
Yeah, 1,000% agree. You know what I'm saying? In regard to Logan Jones, man, I understand. Like, I want Logan Jones to start, but I understand that it doesn't mean that Logan Jones has to start right now. You know what I'm saying? If Gary Bradbury is clearly the better center option and stuff like that, and the communication and all the things that he brings to the table in regards to offensive line play, if that's the more beneficial thing, of course you go with Gary Bradbury. With the thing that brings this to question though is if Logan Jones doesn't make an appearance at all, and he doesn't make an appearance until next year or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Do you count that as a strike against polls? Because there were other options we could have went in the second round that could have had actual impact on this Bears season. So if Logan Jones doesn't play at all, then it makes you question, like, you know, draft pick and whatnot. So for Logan Jones and Ryan Poles' sake, hopefully we do see him in action and pass the bye week. I had Logan Jones starting at the end of the season, not the beginning of the season in the first place.
You muted, guy.
I saw you sit up in the chair, OG, like you playing 2K and you kind of lose a little bit. I saw you perk up when Mari was talking about is it a strike on Ryan Poles. So what were you thinking when Mari said that, OG?
Nah, I wouldn't say it's a strike, Mari. I would say is we're trying to win games, and I think Ryan was like, well, Bradbury is on his last year's deal. So I don't think he's going to be back either way. But if we go and win the division again, go to the playoffs, and Logan Jones didn't play, I ain't going to say it's a strike. I'm just going to say he's going to be the starting center next year. With a year in experience and understanding Ben Johnson's offense, which could be complicated to him. Now, I think the blocking scheme is familiar to him, but those calls, those things that he's got to understand when blitzes are coming and identifying the mic. I don't know if we understand how tough a job that is. Identifying the middleman in the defense. You know, because some defensive coordinators, they hide the mic. They'll put a whole gorilla front. They'll put 8 on the line. So how do you identify that? You know what I'm saying? You don't see that in college. That mug look.
And you got 2 seconds to do it.
Yeah. So you got to be very careful with that. I don't know if people understand how the center position is the most complex position on the offensive line. And the center and the quarterback should be the smartest people on the offensive line. I mean, on the offense. Those are 1 and 2, or it could be 2 and 1. You know what I'm saying? Who's the smartest? Because sometimes it ain't the quarterback. Sometimes it's the center. So you got it. The center's got a lot of information he's got to digest in a short amount of time.
But I love it, man. I love it. I mean, that's true. The center position, like I said, this is probably going to be the position that's probably the most intense and the most discussed and the most, grinding your gears, because it's the guy that's calling the calls up there, the guy that's the head and the neck of the offensive line, man. And to give it to a rookie, I want to see, because y'all know me, I want the cream rise to the top. I want to see a guy drafted in the second round be the damn starter. Like, you know what I mean? So I like to see stuff like that my GM and my head coach hit on a guy that beat out a guy that came from the Patriots that was on the damn Super Bowl team last year. I want to give that to my coaching staff, like, they did it again, bro, because anything short, even if it is insurance, you still got Gary Bradbury as your center, man, which I really can't be mad at. But as a competitor, as a person who wants the talent to continue to rise, I want the young boy Logan Jones to take it. And if it's not right now, it should be sometime in the season. And if it's not sometime in the season, they just going, like you said, OG, they trying to win games. And that's the best way to put it. They trying to win games. So I really understand that too. Like, I'm not gonna be mad if he don't play. Mario talked about it. If he don't play, I don't know if it's an issue. I'd rather have a guy that got to take his time and learn than a guy that like Keyshawn Elliott that's hurt, Kyler Gordon that's hurt, that can't even get on the field. So if you asking me, would I rather have a guy that got to learn a little, take a while to learn it, or a guy that can't even get on the field because he hurt? Give me the guy that might not be up to speed right now. You know, I'd rather take that option than what we've been looking at from an injury standpoint this whole training camp, man. So those are my calls, man. Calvin Nunn guy, Braxton Jones, Logan Jones, Ruben Hippolyte probably getting more heat because he's getting more looks. Everybody's hurt right now in the linebacker room. So Khalif Raymond, I spoke on him. So we're gonna get ready to end the show, man. We've been going off about an hour, man. We had a little couple of technical difficulties, but you know we persevered as we always do. So if there are any type of final thoughts, anything you guys want to get into, talk about training camp wise or anything like that I didn't get into, that you guys got notes about, you want to get into, that's like a hot take or something that I should have said that I didn't bring up, please do so. DH or Mark?
Go ahead, Mario. I'll let you take on this.
How about that net video this year? Hey, 3 for 3, right? You know what I'm saying? Nobody's talking about the net no more. Got a new net video. He seems pretty accurate. Hey, give it. We gotta clap it up, man. We gotta. They can't say nothing. They can't say nothing no more, man. We hit the net. We hit all 3 in the net. 3 for 3. Even down to I seen the 7-7, 11-11 drills today. Caleb Williams with 9 for 10 for like 7 touchdowns. It seems like he figured it out. Let's make the new video go over, y'all, like they did last year. Since everybody it was so concerned about the net, let's make the new net video go viral.
Right, that shit was everywhere. So DH, man, just give me some of your notes from training camp or anything you want to talk about that I probably didn't bring up, but I might have missed that wasn't part of the show, bro. What you got?
You know, one of the things that I wanted to just throw out the Khalif Raymond, you got him as a who's height, which he's definitely who's height. But people got to also remember he's been with Ben Johnson since 2021. Ben Johnson was the tight end coach 2022 through 2025, the beginning of 2025. He was the offensive coordinator for Detroit Lions. Coming into this type of offense, knowing that you know it for 4 years, you should be a hot take. You should be the guy that's going out there. You're gonna be that guy that had that captain spot because you should supposed to go out there and just take it. So I think Khalif Raymond is gonna be a great addition to this offense.
I agree.
So OG, what you got, man? Anything that you want to talk about? Who was the guy you want to talk about? What was his name? Chris Martin?
No, Chris Morgan, our ex-offensive line coach. Yeah.
Go ahead and get him, man. I'm gonna let you get him.
Yeah, man. He did something to me this day, man. I was watching that interview, man, with Darnell Wright. It was very touching. It was rewarding, of course.
You want me to bring it up? I ain't see it. Do y'all want to bring it up? You got time? DA, you cool with that, Mario? Y'all cool if I bring up the thing?
I would like for us to bring. You go ahead and bring it up, and then I give my take on it, and I want y'all to see the passion and what that young man was talking about. And he stayed so true to the interview, he didn't even say the man's name. That earned respect for me because he didn't want to say a man's name, even though that man almost hampered his career. So I respect the young man for saying that, understanding, watching his tone in a professional environment. And that takes professional courtesy and professional wit to not do that too. So please, man, show that video, man, if you can.
Oh, we got it right here. Hold up, let me take this off here. Come on, man. Y'all know how I'm coming, man. Y'all know how I roll. What we doing? Come on, man. Y'all know I got it ready, baby. Hold up. Come on, man. Y'all know. Y'all ready? 3, 2, 1.
Obviously, you're gonna ask about contract. First and foremost, obviously, the only person I want to give thanks to is Jesus. So, other than that, okay, you can go now.
So you're going to be a Bear for a long time. You're going to be a Bear for a long time. How does it feel now to have that behind you?
Good. It was just, everybody goes through it once you go through negotiations, blah, blah, blah. So happy to know that I'll be here for a while. So.
When you told us that last week, did you sense that this was close?
No, actually, I didn't know what it would be like. So I was just more so leaning towards, obviously, 5th-year option. I have another year on my contract. You could be franchise tag, all that stuff. So obviously I knew I would be here for a long time. So
you got to know your personality a little bit. Sometimes you pick like, okay, all pro, you like, okay, what's it like to be rich?
It's just money. It doesn't get me into heaven, so
You acknowledged before practice today. Was there a acknowledgement of the contract signing today with the team?
Say again.
Were you acknowledged before practice or after practice?
Oh yeah, after practice, Ben said something. He said I owed Dan a loan or something. Dan Rochard, which I probably do. That guy has helped me a tremendous amount. So yeah, big shout out to him as well. So
Braxton talked the other day about his relationship with Dan. How has Dan brought the best out of you?
Well, I think first, like, he's consistent every day in what he does and what he says. He's consistent in what he's telling you. He's honest, and he's not some coaches I've had in the past, or some coaches.
Oh, let me know when you want me to pause if you make a point, man. Let me know.
In the league, they're not very good teachers. They see a guy with talent and blah, 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 but they can't convey what it is and teach you. You still need to be taught. So I think he's such a good teacher, and he does it with such good, he's not.
Go ahead, OG. Go ahead. Get your bars off. Go ahead, Alan. Go ahead, Alan. Unmute your mic.
See right there, man. He don't even want to say the coach's name, but I'm gonna say it damn for you. Chris Morgan. You. Man,
we coming for you.
Yes. He up there sacrificing your name, basically saying, I'm not gonna say his name out of respect, but you didn't have the damn common courtesy, man, to coach this young man. He is talking with pain, dog. He is talking with so much pain. You out there like not teaching the game. This kid came into the NFL from Tennessee, probably didn't know left from right in the NFL game. And you left this imprint on this young man's life that just signed a fucking had what, $100 million contract, a 2-time All-Pro, and you couldn't even be a positive role model for him. You were the first person to get him after Ryan Poe's draft. You were the first person to put your instincts, your coaching abilities on him, and this is what he thinks about you. Shame on you, Chris Morgan. Keep the tape going. He said more.
Okay.
Not yelling at you, he's not screaming at you, he's not demeaning you. He's telling you what's good and what's good about the rep. He's telling you what's bad about the rep, so you can see both sides. Instead of maybe if you have a coach that tells you just what you did wrong with the rep, so maybe the next rep you just change everything, and then now you have a different result. You have no consistency to stack on top of each other. Whereas I think Dan, he shows you what you did good with the rep, so that you can keep doing the good things and then fix the bad things he tells you. So I think that's the biggest thing.
This time last year, he was telling us just that he felt that he wanted you to develop a more consistent high motor. He wanted to see it throughout the game. How did that either motivate you? Did conversations that you might have had with him about that? How did you get better in that area through time?
Well, you have to understand, Dan, he's never going to come to you and say this guy is just perfect. There's always something has something, which I appreciate. There's always
hold it right there.
Going. But I have to take it with a grain of salt sometimes.
I like what he just said, man, about Rochard. Rochard is a teacher. He makes sure that the room is light, that nobody's uptight as a learner. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody in there so wound up, so tight. He's got it. He just chuckles when you say his name. That lets you know that he's happy in a place with Rochard that Rochard could talk. He could talk him down off the ledge easily because he's earned the trust of Wright and the offensive lineman. And I used to hear stories about Chris Morgan yelling at players, saying, little slick stuff. And then the things he used to say about Braxton Jones. He even uttered the word with a phrase of, you can't, Braxton has a hard time with bull rush. But damn, Chris Morgan, we all see that. What are you doing to change these
What are
things,
you doing
Braxton?
to help him get along, bro? It's one thing to
Yeah,
be
right.
Yeah, right.
Like
It
a
ain't
coach,
you got to coach.
you don't do right. Gee, you can't do that, man. When you're coaching a kid, you don't tell the public that he can't do anything. You tell everybody what he can do. You know what I'm saying? So right there lets me know everything about the difference between Rochard and whatever his name, Chris Morgan. But I think he's about to end it in a minute. But you can go on for a little bit more. I think he's gonna come back to it.
He's hard to please, so.
If Phil had told you that back in college, like one day you're going to be the highest paid right tackle in the NFL, would you have believed it?
I would have said, well, I don't know. I play left tackle right now, so. Not much went wrong.
When you say the teaching part of Dan is rare, like how rare? How many coaches have you had that take that approach and it connects with you?
Well, it's just, my college coach, he was very good. Coach Ellerby, he taught me very good, and he kind of had that approach as well. I think that's why I learned a lot in college. And then Dan, he comes and he kind of has that same approach. He's teaching more. It's not I just don't vibe. I just don't jive well with the coach that's just, you can yell to your lungs, go out, but there has to be some substance in what you're saying, so as long as there's substance, you can yell as much as you want, you know what I mean? Just, have something, just teach about.
You know what I'm gonna say though, OG man? It's like when a young man become that verbal person that could take up for themselves, man, you love to see them to their manhood. Cause sometimes these guys are so young, they young, they can't speak up for themselves. And fucking coaches know that, bro. They know that the young man is a good family, he's not gonna buck too much. He a quiet young boy, and some men and coaches take advantage of the quiet kid. And Darnell Wright, I'm glad he's coming to his manhood to know that you know the difference between a good coach and a bad coach, or somebody that just yells to understand that you gotta have substance with your yelling and everything. So it's cool to see that, man. It's cool to see that. It's cool to see
it is.
Development.
You were the first round pick for Ryan Poles in this regime. You're a guy who's been obviously a key part of this team rising back up. But what does it mean to you to get this long-term investment to be considered a cornerstone for where the Bears want to be going?
Yeah, I feel very grateful that they trusted me like that, and they believe in me. I mean, I think back to, for like, even with Ryan, I think it was maybe a year and a half ago. I don't know, 2 years maybe. He Poles really invest in us, like besides the financial investment now, obviously, but like he really invested in me, like helping me get one-on-one time more with the coaches, one-on-one time more with the strength staff, one-on-one time more with Mark in there doing core strength. Like he's helping me set it up, because it's hard. Like even when I was a young player, it's hard for you to go up to a coach and want to demand their time. And I know you're a first round pick, blah, 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 blah. So they would probably be obliged, but sometimes it's hard for a player to approach a coach and, want to take all their time when they've got stuff to do, blah, blah, blah. But he was investing in me at a really early age, like beyond what you would think a GM would do. I mean, I know they have all that, they got to handle, sorry, excuse my language. They have all that stuff they are handling, but he's really invested in me, like even from a long time ago. So I really appreciate that.
What does that mean to you?
Right there, G.
Your workflow looks like 12 open tabs and 3 subscriptions.
I was gonna say, I was just gonna add on that.
All right, hold on.
Stop. This is Envato, because I can generate cinematic video.
To have that.
Yeah, that was the part there, man, that really got me, man, that you as a offensive coach, he would basically have to go to the GM to say, hey man, look man, I need some extra work, and like that's just Chris Morgan, I just can't believe that this is going on your watch. Like the GM has to come down and talk to you about my player that I just drafted the first round. and you're not invested in that along with the GM. This was gonna be your way of staying in the NFL, Chris Morgan. This was your project. And you allowed this project to get you fired, and you probably will never see another offensive line coach again. You're probably done on the professional level. Because this young man is an all-pro in spite of you. You know, you were the first one to get your hands on the pause, but he is now all-pro, and he's telling everybody kind of what your tactics are. You're just a guy that just like yelling out stuff that don't make sense. So it's just sad. And Ryan Poles, I hope, learn from this, because you got to make sure that those coaches are maintaining these relationships with the players. If a coach can't maintain relationships with players, then why is he here? You go sell popcorn. We need people to wash cars. We need people to do videos. Yeah, man, we got jobs for you, man.
You can work at the VA, helping punch for parking tickets.
Yeah, you could do something else. When you're a coach, your job is to make that player better than the way you found him. We want him to be better. When you found him, he got better. That's your job. And shout out to Coach Rochard to come in and mend the fence with this young man. Because I could tell he loves Rochard, because every time somebody says a name, he smiles. He's in a happy place. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if everybody know that, but linemen are very mercurial, man. They need to be happy all the time, because when they get down and they don't want to block, they'll shut down on them. That's just how big dudes are. They'll just shut down on you. So, and you'll see that his rookie year, sometimes it just look like the offensive line just shut down on Justin. Now we see why Justin Fields had problems, because the coaching staff was in a total disarray. You know, it's unfortunate that he had to go through that, but now we're looking at everything on the surface. That was a damn train wreck of a coaching staff. But
question on this though. Question on him real quick though, on Morgan. I got a question on Morgan. Would we say that that was the definition of old coaching, the way that he came up anyway?
Yeah, could be.
Because let's look at how some of them are coaching now. Like we said, Rochard, he comes in and he's coaching a different way. He's showing, you know, that attentiveness. He's showing that, hey, listen, like how he said, this is what you did good. I like that. Keep that going. You know, and this is what you did bad. But you know, back in the old days, it wasn't necessarily that. It was just, oh, you can't do this. Come on now, show me that. It was motivation back in the old days. You know, some coaches just can't adjust just yet. I'm not, taking up for Morgan, because hey, see what this guy doing. But I'm saying, like, can we say that this is a testament of old coaching, and should that be a way out?
Well, old coaching also comes with, because I've had some son of a bitch. He's offensive line coach, but you know what they'll do? I told my homeboy that the other day, man. I had a coach beat me up pretty good as far as like mentally my senior year in high school. But you know, at the last practice I had with him, we walked up the hill hugging, man. As far as like talking and expressing ourselves, as far as like what my vision was for you. You know, some old school coaching, if you got the ability to come down to the level of the player, that's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure Rochard cuts his ass out too. Right. But at the same time, he'll come down to the level of the player, because everybody can't take yelling, big dog. I seen dudes I played with, you yell at them, you gonna have to fight them. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't gonna yell at me all night long. I'm one of them people, like, I'll let you do it for a little while, but you ain't gonna be fucking yelling at me the whole time.
We're gonna get to it. So, but some dudes, like me, I could take them yelling because I'm yelling. You know, my grandparents were yelling. You know what I'm saying? My dad, you know, but at the same time, they were loving too. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I come up in a situation where I yell at you, I'm loving you. You know, it's a weird dynamic, but just like to your point, some coaches believed in that back in the day. When they yell at you, it's because we care. You know, we give a damn about what you're doing. So it's a matter of how the player digests that. And talk and listening to how Darnell Wright has been raised, he might not take well to that. You know, he might come up in a different culture.
Yeah.
Man, I'm talking like that. Like he didn't talk, he ain't had a granddaddy with the overalls that chewed tobacco like me. You know, so man, it's just a different frame of thing, man. So, you know, to each his own, you know. But I respect your point, though.
Yeah. So y'all want to finish the rest of it out? Or y'all feeling, man? Y'all ready to get up out of here? What's going on? Y'all let me know.
Yeah, man. I got some stuff to do after this.
No, we can go ahead and get up out here, man. I just wanted to hold on, let me close this out. Look, yeah, I don't know what happened to my my light on my face, but this shit bright in the motherfucker. This shit bright, boy. I ain't just light skinned. But man, shout out to everybody that pulled up tonight, man. Hold on, y'all, and I'm gonna pull up everybody's stuff, man. Shout out to I ain't gonna put that one up here. Shout out to I ain't put that one out here. Put this back up here. Put this one back up here. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Man, we had a lot of people in the chat tonight, man. Man, we had my boy Slime that was in here all night. Scroll 9190, man, pulled up. Cream Sleeve pulled up, man, with the asking of the questions, man. Shout out to Cream Sleeve, who's going to be at camp tomorrow for asking us what do we want to see. Shout out to my sponsors over there at tallybrand.co.com. Rob, man, I appreciate everything that you do. Down to Live, of course, pulled up. Shout out to my boy DH Cal Sports with the repost for the restream, man. This has been fun. OG he said, we got to do a show. I said, what time? He said, I'll be home at 5:30 Eastern. I said, well, that's about 4:30 my time. So whenever the OG want to come up here and talk, man, we going to get to it, man. Cream BX Camp, shout out to Cream Sleep, of course. One of my guys, man, Slime again. So with that being said, man, we give you guys a good show, man. Hopefully we just make sure we come up here and we give you everything from takes to artwork to music to humor to every single thing. Shout out to Crooked Commish that pulled up. How you been, bro? How you been over there, man? Crooked Commish pulled up. And that's it, man. Donald said, y'all help me stay caught up in off-season. Appreciate y'all always. Keep pushing, man. So with that being said, I'm G Walker, the CNG Podcast. That's Mari, the CNG Podcast. That's DH, Money to Don, the CNG Podcast. That's OG Allen. We don't know when we be back to see y'all again, but guess what? We will be back. Peace. Where the hell?